Welcome to episode 23 of CGC Cards Card Connection. My name is Allie, and I am your host here for CGC Cards' weekly news show, talking everything new and to do with our favorite hobby. To kick things off, let's give a brief update at card shows coming up this month around the globe, with CGC Cards around the world. Now, September is loaded up with events worldwide that CGC Cards will be attending. I have this display right here, but we have Rose City Comic Con on September 6th through September 8th, Nordic Cards Show x PokeCon on September 8th and September 9th. We have Baltimore Comic Con on September 20th through September 22nd, and then also that weekend is especially loaded as over in Canada at the Edmonton Expo, same weekend, the 20th through the 22nd. Then we have in Philadelphia the Philly Show, September 20th through the 22nd, and yes, you guessed it, on September 20th through September 22nd, CGC Cards will also be at Collecticon Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia. And then at the end of the month, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo will be taking place in Oregon, and that will be on September 27th through September 29th. Moving along to news and announcements, I not only have some big news brought to you by CGC, but also some sports news, non-sports news, and trading card game news as well. Let's talk about Fanatics Collect and CGC Cards. Beginning on September 16th, a collaboration between Fanatics Collect and CGC Cards will provide collectors and dealers with the fastest turnaround times for grading and encapsulation in the hobby. CGC Cards is establishing a full-time grading and authentication operation on site at Fanatics Collect's Oregon facility. This will enable collectors to seamlessly authenticate and grade their collectibles through CGC Cards, and then either list them on the market or store them within the Fanatics Collect vault. This first-of-its-kind partnership represents a major development towards providing collectors and dealers the quickest route from raw to graded and on the market. To learn more about this collaboration, be sure to follow the link in the video description below to the official press release on the CGC Cards website. Some other big news over the past week from CGC Cards includes tons of brand new in-house signing announcements. On August 30th, CGC Cards announced several in-house private signings opportunities with the Signature Series team. So, notable comic artists including Clayton Crane, J. Scott Campbell, Kevin Eastman, Arthur Adams, and David Nakayama will be having in-site private signings for which collectors can submit their collectibles, cards especially, through the Signature Series operation. Send-in deadlines for these events are beginning in early October, so make sure to follow the links in the video description down below to learn more about the details and deadlines of each individual signing. Moving into some sports news, baseball is heating up as the race for the playoffs is upon us. However, so is Ohtani's race to potentially hit a 50-50 season. Dodgers sensation Shohei Ohtani is eyeing up a record 50-50 season, which means a season in which a player not only hits 50 home runs, but also gets 50 stolen bases, and this has never been achieved before in the history of the MLB. Ohtani hit his 44th home run of the season on September 1st against the Arizona Diamondbacks and currently has a total of 43 stolen bases so far this season as well. Impressively, Ohtani is only the 6th ever player to have a 40-40 season, and he is also the current record holder for the fastest to achieve this milestone within a season. He has completed a 40-40 season within the lowest record amount of games, and like I said, very much so on track to be hitting 50-50, first time ever in history. In some non-sports news that doesn't necessarily affect collectors a whole bunch, but I do believe is important to the hobby, is Fanatics' relationship with sketch cards. In some pro artist news, Fanatics is reported to have adjusted the pay rate for sketch card artists working on their various tops releases. Controversy stirred earlier this year as Fanatics did do away with compensation in the form of blank cards known as artist proofs or APs. While APs were often the highest source of compensation for various artists through independent commissions, the issuance of these blank stock sketch cards did lead to an increase in aftermarket works and unapproved sketches on licensed products by unscrupulous or perhaps just uninformed artists. However, a multitude of former and new artists to the Topps checklists are reporting increased compensation and satisfaction with the new direction that Fanatics is taking. In related news, CGC Cards graders are diligently working towards assuring that each sketch card sent in for authentication and grading is properly designated the type of sketch on not only the label but also within the CGC Cards database. That includes pack-pulled sketch cards and artist proofs. For Yu-Gi-Oh players, some TCG news from the past week is met with mixed reaction. The new Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden and Limited list has dropped and is currently in effect from today, September 2nd onwards. Notable changes to the TCG's metagame include massive hits to the Snake Eyes, Branded, and Fiendsmith decks that have been completely dominant in recent sanctioned events. As with most adjustments to the Forbidden and Limited list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, these changes by Konami USA are not always met with approval and often a source of a lot of controversy in the community. One thing I found very interesting about the new list is that Dragon Rulers have moved to the semi-limited category. I'm personally curious to see if my Blue Eyes deck might be able to get a bit of a power-up using some of those older Dragon Ruler cards. We did have some interesting releases this past week in terms of unlicensed products from Topps, actually. On Wednesday, August 28th, we did see Topps Chrome Basketball 23-24, and on the 30th, almost the end of the month, we did see Composite Football. Also releasing this past Friday, August 30th, we did see Weiss Schwartz Hololive Productions Summer Premium Collection and 2024 Leaf Eclectic Baseball. Coming up this week, we also have some more interesting releases. We do have on Wednesday, September 4th, 23-24 Panini Select FIFA Soccer coming out. And then on Friday, September 6th, 2024 Leaf Decadence Multisports, a very high-end product from Leaf, as well as 2024 Props Pro Debut Baseball. And then switching over to Panini, 2023-24 Panini Phoenix Basketball releases. And yes, you heard that right, Phoenix Basketball, which is making its debut with a first full Phoenix line release for the basketball sport. And 2023-24, more known for basketball, Spectra Basketball. While I highly doubt we'll be getting into any Phoenix or Spectra basketball in next week's episode of Card Connection, I do have a little bit of basketball with, of course, this value box right here, also formerly known as a blaster. I still call them blasters. I do think Fanatics has changed these to being called value boxes nowadays, however, as well as some composite football. And also, Stellar Crown, the next English Pokemon TCG release, actually coming out on the following Friday, September 13th. I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and open up a Japanese box of the comparable sets, Stellar Miracle. So we'll go ahead and get on to that as well for a little bit of spice of TCG here this evening. Now, I personally have had the pleasure of opening up all three of these products in the past, and especially a good amount of these over the past week. Now, that does mean I get to give you all a little bit of a preview as to what you should expect if you were to open up one of these products yourselves. So in the 23-24 Topps Chrome Basketball Blasters, you are averaging 2 pink refractors, 3 green logo fractors, and either an extra green or pink, or perhaps one of the SP Pink Basketball Refractors. I haven't seen any numbered cards out of these. Out of the checklist, by taking a look at that, it appears that you can only find superfractors for numbered cards inside blasters, so keep that in mind if you are hunting colored parallels, but you do have those 3 different retail exclusive parallels. Also, you can find autos and blasters. I haven't looked out myself, but I do know some people who have pulled an autograph out of some of these blasters. Actually, scratch that. I did pull an autograph. Don't remember the name, but yes, I did actually find not only an autograph out of this blaster, but also out of the composite as well. 2023 Composite Football is essentially, if you've ever seen Chronicles from Panini, very, very similar concept. Different Topps releases that, of course, didn't get a full publication from this year for Topps for football, which none have so far this year. I know we have things like Motif coming later this year. This is the first of 2023 for Topps with football, aside from potentially any Topps Now cards they've released online, but it's basically Chronicles. So you have the different lines from Topps here that you may recognize: Topps Chrome, Topps Midnight, Topps Finest, Topps Cosmic Chrome. There's like Heritage, there's like Allen and Ginter and stuff in here. And I have looked out and found not only numbered cards, but also autographs out of these blasters. Personally, if you were to have me pick between which one I prefer, or which I would recommend to you if you wanted to get one. I think, you know, if you're a big fan of basketball, go for the basketball. If you're a big fan of football, go for the football. I will say Chrome Basketball has a better balance of current players, rookies, and legends, whereas Composite just has 4 rookies in it. Will Levis, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Bryce Young. And then the rest are all retired players. You don't have any other active players besides those rookies inside of this product. So if you're looking for current modern players, you're probably not going to find them inside this product, but there are some really cool names you can get, like, of course, Tom Brady, Gronkowski, all kinds of stuff in there. And then, of course, Stellar Crown here, or Stellar Miracle, rather, is the Japanese set title. Does yield about 1 full art and 3 art rares per box, which is pretty standard with Japanese Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes. But I want to start with, let's start with the Wmy Hunts. I know that Superfractor autograph did get pulled, but let's see if we can pull a different Superfractor here and see what we can get. In general, in all these products, I wonder which one will perform the best for us. If I had to guess, I'm going to be biased towards the Pokemon. The Pokemon should yield us the most cool parallels, in my opinion. But if you don't like Pokemon and you're a big football fan, I'm sure you're going to be rooting for the Composite, so on and so forth. But alrighty, here we go. Check it out, pack number 1 on the basketball. But let me know what you all think of these designs. Now, since they are unlicensed, you're not going to be seeing team names, you're not going to be seeing team logos. I will say, in my opinion, Topps did a better job with Composite in terms of making it more hidden, the fact that the sets are not licensed by the full league. Some of the basketball cards look better than others. I will say I do believe the Wemby card looks the best, which is arguably the most important card of this release. Some of the players, it's really obvious that something just looks off, especially on the base cards. We have our first green logo fractor. I will say, I think this is my favorite parallel out of the basketball. I just like the way it looks. I've only recently gotten into the logo fractors. Now I think they're super cool. At first I was like, I'm not sure about how I feel about them. Now I think they're really cool, so I like seeing them. Green's my favorite color. It all works out. Hey, Grady Dick rookie, that's nice. Sleeve that up. And City Sissoko, green rookie. Now, the craziest blaster of Chrome Basketball that I opened was not the one that actually had an auto. Like I said, I forgot that I'd even pulled an auto out of this set. But I had pulled, it was a green logo fractor Brandon Miller rookie, a green logo fractor Wemby, and a pink basketball short print Grady Dick all-in-one blaster. It's the craziest blaster that I opened. Absolutely insane. I was like, what are the odds that we just hit on all of those slots in the blaster? Because as you see, it's quite the big set. And even pulling a Wemby base card is very, very difficult. I think out of 40 or so blasters, I've only pulled 3. So I know the Wemby base card's selling for a lot on the secondary market. And he is hard to get, so I can totally see why. But alrighty, no pink basketball short print. So unfortunately, I can't share with you all what that looks like because we didn't pull one. But we did get 2 regular pinks and 3 green logo fractors. Like I said, you either get a third one of these, a third one of these, or a pink basketball short print, which is not personally my favorite design. But it would have been cool to show you what else you all can get in these blasters. And of course, all of these cards will be turned into sample slops. If you see us at any of the shows that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode or in the future, right? We won't have these like, you know, next weekend at the different shows, but in the future, some of these cards will be used for giveaways on social media. Make sure you all are following. And then, of course, at shows to show off our slops. And I love when I was at shows for CGC cards, I love just handing out sample slaps to kids or being like, hey, what's your favorite sport? What do you like to collect? You know, the ones that would say football. I try to give them a football slab. Basketball fans, I give them a basketball slab. I loved it when the kids were like, I like Pokemon, because that's what we had the most of. But thanks to opening so much here on Card Connection, we do really have quite the variety of samples nowadays. But alrighty, let's go ahead and slide on into Composite. Since this is a very varied product, there's going to be a lot of piles. I'm going to let you guys know right now. There's going to be a lot of piles on the screen. and even further beyond that you all won't be able to see because this is a very big mat that I actually have right here. But let's go ahead and hop on into it, see if I can luck out and get another auto out of a blaster. We do have a scope, which I will say I still haven't figured out what Topps calls this parallel. I know for Panini it's a scope prism. We have Donovan McNabb. And actually, I've seen a lot of superfractors come out of retail composite. In a case of mega boxes, which this isn't a mega, this is just a value or blaster box, I did see 2 superfractors. Oh, nice. And a CJ Stroud rookie here, all etched design. But I really like the unnumbered color inside of the composite set. You get X-fractors, you'll get sepias, you'll get regular refractors, you get those scopes, you get foil boards on like the paper sets. You can get chrome black numbered parallels. Although I was talking about unnumbered there. I will say, I do think the Ginter fits the football more than I would have expected. One thing I will say, I wish we got minis. I used to be a hater of minis. Now I'm a big fan of minis. But alright, we got a pink refractor, John Elway, CJ Stroud rookie, and Voltaic, Randy Moss. So far, I think we're doing better on the composite. We'll say, if you can find composite and chrome at retail, I think they should be the same price if you find them at like Target or Walmart. However, if you're buying online, the difference isn't that great, but composite is selling slightly cheaper than the chrome basketball. That is another thing it has in its favor. I feel like it yields more. It definitely feels better, in my experience, opening up the composite over the chrome basketball. But we have refractor, Edgerrin James, and then we have the CJ Stroud rookie as well. Looks like we're going to have a lot of CJ Strouds to hand out at future conventions. Fun stuff. One thing I will say that I wish composite did, is otherwise I'm very happy with it. I wish that it said what set they were from on the back like Panini Chronicles does. You know, it's hard not to compare when they are very essentially the same sets for the different companies. That was a nice pack there. Refractor AR and another Stroud rookie. But there's some designs that I don't recognize what they are originally from. Like, it's easy to spot Chrome. It's easy to spot Midnight, Cosmic Chrome, Chrome Black. Gallery, I know, is a retail exclusive baseball product. Cosmic Chrome, I know what that is. Although I've never opened it, I can tell by looking at it what Cosmic Chrome is. But there's some sets that I'm just like, I don't know what this is, and I would like to know. This guy's name is Boomer. Steve Young, CJ Stroud, Danny Amendola. I will say, since there are so many different sets and there's only the 4 different rookies in this set, I don't know personally if the values will hold on these, but if you just want some cool looking CJ Stroud cards and Anthony Richardson cards, you definitely have your pick of the litter of what kind of design you'd like to collect within this set. Alright, last pack here. Looks like we're not getting any autos here, but we do have a cool, I think, retail exclusive parallel with the Gronkowski here. This is actually my all-time favorite parallel. We have a CJ Stroud there to sleeve up as well. So it's sometimes called for Panini Velocity Prisms. Sometimes it's called Laser Prisms with a Z. Topps also, I believe, is calling these laser refractors. At least they were as of UEFA Champion, UEFA Club Competitions, Chrome Soccer. They were calling them black lasers. It was a jumbo exclusive autograph design, jumbo box exclusive. I'm not sure if Topps has a different name for them in other products. Like, I don't know exactly what they're calling this, but this is my all-time favorites: Chrome Parallel, Prism Parallel, Platinum Parallel, Metal Parallel. I guess if you're a #1 Leaf fan out there and you think of everything as metals, but I've gotten into some, I don't want to say arguments, it's more so snippy disagreements with some people as of late. I feel like you can use them interchangeably. Like, it's a universal language. If you say Prism and I say Chrome, you know what I'm talking about. You know, if someone's having a conversation about different sets, If it's the same pattern across different sets, I think you should be able to refer to them as a universal language. Like in Donruss Optic, right? They're silver hollows. They're not silver prisms, but they say prism on the back, so. It might be a hot take. I don't know if it is, but yeah. So yielded a lot more here cards to sleeve out of the composite as opposed to the basketball. I do like composite better. And like I said, I think Topps did a interesting job on both. I do actually like the base design on Chrome. I know not everyone does. I tend to like very loud and obnoxious things, so I feel like it's right up my alley. But I think the Photoshop job was a little bit better on the composite, but I also think it's easier to hide on football uniforms as well. So, but all right, that wraps off our sports openings for this episode. Let's go ahead and slide on into our Pokemon Stellar Miracle, and let's hope for a miracle that I can remember all of the Japanese names of Pokemon from the Scarlet and Violet DLC I have yet to have a chance to play. I know Ogre Pawn. I know the turtle's name is like something. It's like Terra mixed with Galapagos. Tetrapagos. I see we're in the middle of the opening. I can't restart the video. Chat, I can't restart the video. I want to see you all roasting me. Where are you guys gonna be? You guys are gonna be over here. Roast me in the live premiere that I can't remember Pokemon names. I bring shame to this company and my family. But anyways, what else is new? Let's get into the box. Yes, Fido's cute. Ooh, we got Zeraora Art Rare. This is kind of as shiny as that Gronk. Where'd the Gronk go? Where'd he go? If you guys haven't checked out the short on the channel with Gronk, make sure you guys do that. It's the Gronk Spike. It's kind of Gronk-like. I like this card. This card looks cool. I love art rares. That is one thing I do enjoy about both the English booster boxes and the Japanese booster boxes. You do get 3 art rares per box. Man, look at that Zeraora. Very beautiful, vibrant colors. Love that. I'm very curious how the release of Stellar Crown will affect the meta. Our most recent release. Ooh, what is it? Shrouded Fable. Yes, Shrouded Fable is the English name. Was not necessarily the most sought after set by collectors, but was definitely a very, very impactful set to the TCG meta. A lot of new cards out of that set were used at the World Championships. We have a Terra Lapras here. EX. Unlike the year prior, we did not get a top 4 finish from any of our members of Team CGC Cards, but it was still really interesting to watch. A lot of drama that I won't get into here. I don't think it's appropriate to discuss on Card Connection, but there was a lot of drama, especially in Top Cut at the World Championships this past. I want to say it's about 2 weeks or so now. It was certainly something to watch live, I'll say that. Alrighty, I wonder if we can find an SAR, a super art rare, or a special art rare, depending on who you ask. I will say, I remember when I didn't have easy access to obtaining Japanese product, I never quite understood why so many collectors would say they prefer Japanese cards over English cards. But after having a chance to open up a decent amount of Japanese product in the recent months, I will say I'm starting to get won over by the Japanese releases. We have a giant tree A-Spec. I don't know what the card this is. Whoopsies. Hashtag fake fan. But tree A-Spec. Alright. Itai na tai ju. I can read it. I don't know what it says, unfortunately. Alrighty, let's see what other treasures... Oh, look at that cute little Pancham. Let's see what other treasures this box is keeping for us. There's a lot of rumors for upcoming Pokemon releases in terms of potentially trademark set titles. I didn't want to address them in the news segments because I don't want to be bringing too much speculation to the channel here. We have Orthworm EX. But if we look at previous trends in terms of coinciding with video game releases, of course, when Pokemon Legends Arceus came out, we did start seeing TCG sets that mixed both the current era of mainline games and as well as the new games. So, Astral Radiance for English TCG releases marked where we started seeing those Legends Arceus cards. So, with the announcement of Legends Z through A for a future video game, we have a lot of people speculating for some black and white themed Pokemon. So we don't know what the gimmick is going to be. We know Mega Evolution, but in terms of what kind of Pokemon we're going to be seeing, we don't quite know yet. But some rumors of trademarks floating around out there. But we have a Joltik art rare. And I will say, I like Joltik. I always thought Joltik was super cute. However, I never quite realized how small Joltik is. I believe Joltik's like 2 centimeters. A little tiny little bug. I feel like that makes him cuter. But also, I wonder if anyone's accidentally squished a Joltik before. Full art trainer, right? Like people squish like, you know, little tiny spiders in their house. I like to relocate them if possible. Otherwise, I just kind of let them take over and it's like, well, your house now, Mr. Spider. Please be merciful towards me. But anyway. Let's not be morbid about Joltik and get back to our packs here. Such a cute card. I wonder what our third art rare will be. There's a very beautiful... There's a lot of beautiful cards in here. I don't think I could just pick out one. I also think the card I was thinking about is not from the set, so I'm going to not finish that sentence. But a funny looking Pokemon is Choodle. He's got one giant tooth. His English name is Choodle. Makes me happy. I think Pokemon has brainwashed a generation of children to enjoy dad jokes. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I think we were primed for it. Oh, we got a root fossil there. Oh, we have the turtle. Hi, turtle. Galapagos turtle, but shiny. Hello. EX. Very beautiful Pokemon. Fido. Or no, that's the evolution of Fido. I don't remember. Hashtag fake fan moment once again. Unfortunate. Super cute. I can't remember his English name. Milcery, I remember that Pokemon. That's an obscure one. I can't remember the evolution of Fido. I like opening Japanese product, but it does give me a complex when I can't remember their names. Although at this point we do have over 1,000 Pokemon, I think I'm still doing well for myself in terms of the percentage of Pokemon names I remember. I will say I really like this art because I feel like you don't actually see Slowpoke swimming very much. You just kind of see him lounging around on the surface with his tail in the water, trying to catch a Shelder to evolve. But it's so weird to see him swimming. I like it though. It's a really cute card. Is it Trumpet? What? Why is there Trumpet? Alrighty, we have... Oh, what is your name? This is another kind of obscure Pokemon. I should know what its name is. He looks so peaceful, though. It's like he came out of a cave after finishing, like, a meditation and is, like, seeing the world in a new light or something. I don't remember his name. Oof, well, you know, I got 2 out of 3 on the art rares. Whoopsies. I'm gonna, as soon as we finish this segment, I'm gonna remember. I know it. I just know it. Lady Ba, welcome. Or no, that was Ladian. Alrighty, last 3 packs here. We got Moroton, Salandit, Picky Peck, no. I know what that Pokemon's name is. See? They just vanished. My brain cells are vanishing in the thin air. I'll just pretend I'm doing it for content. That's right, you're getting clickbaited right now. Comment baited. She doesn't know anything about Pokemon! Whee! But yes, I have failed. I have failed this box opening here. But we did get some beautiful cards. The box didn't fail, just your host did today. But how many EXs did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4 EX Pokemon. 1 full art, 1 ace spec. And our 3 art rares. No SARs in this box, but love these art rares. Super gorgeous cards. I'm so happy that not only the trainer gallery from Sword and Shield, but the alternate arts from even back to the Sun and Moon era. I'm so happy that we still get stuff like that. Do feel like the Pokemon game state is, well, the state of Pokemon products I think is very healthy right now, because you can get competitive decks for very affordable prices, especially compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is especially heinous because your cards don't really transfer between decks, whereas a Magic card, a green card, a good green card is going to be a good green card that will have utility in other, other green decks within the future in different, different formats as well. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just kind of like, well, one deck's not cool anymore, you got to get a whole new deck kind of deal. But Pokemon, you can get like a tier 1 meta deck for under $50, but you still have the collector chase, which adds extra value to the product. So, I think Pokemon's in a very healthy state right now. I love to see it. Love to see it. Well, that finishes our openings for this episode here. So let's get back to business. Moving into my favorite segment of Card Connection, Community Spotlights, where I get to show off a few different awesome posts from social media featuring nice CGC slabs. I wanted to show off a little bit of Magic the Gathering, and I found this awesome Jace the Perfected Mind complete foil in a beautiful Gem Mint 10. Now this here was posted on Instagram by SoFlo Cards Collect, and their post states, and I quote, CGC 10 Jace the Perfected Mind Phyrexian Text complete foil. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way the complete foils shine, and it's especially hard to pull this card in not only the Phyrexian language, but also as a foil at the same time. So absolutely gorgeous card, SoFlo Cards Collect. I hope that you enjoy it, and it is truly a beauty to look at. Another recent post that I thought was awesome was this one here, a Muhammad Ali autograph by Mang's Collectibles. So, this is fresh in from CGC Cards X JSA, the greatest Muhammad Ali authentic auto on a promo card from 1994. That is, of course, a quote exactly from their post, and this is just authenticated, no grade on the card, but I do see that the auto there did get a grade of 9. So congratulations, Mang's Collectibles, and that looks super awesome. I don't think I've actually ever seen a Muhammad Ali auto before, and I don't know what I expected, but it looks great. Congrats on your awesome new card. Something I didn't expect to see on social media, but was very glad that I did because I actually collect these cards, is this MetaZoo Hello Kitty promo, and also JSA authenticated by an autograph. So this post here by Supreme Collectibles on Instagram states, got the gem back from CGC Cards and I couldn't be happier. I'm really liking the JSA authentication service they've added. So this card here, the Cinema Roll, did grade Gem Mint 10 with an Auto 10 as well. So congratulations, Supreme Collectibles, and it looks absolutely adorable. I'm still trying to collect the set of all those promos, although I don't think I'll be able to get an artist signed set here. Afton was the signature on the cinnamon roll here, as you guys can see on the left side of me of the screen. But oh, those cards are super cool. I've actually recently been putting together a binder to see what cards I'm missing from the regular Kuromi's Cryptid Carnival set that released after these promo cards from San Diego Comic-Con. But I definitely want to collect these as well. I feel like it fits. I want to get all of the Sanrio MetaZoo collab cards, and those are some of the bigger cards that I need to obtain someday. Thank you so much, everyone who tags us on social media. We love to see your cards. Although I don't get to pull too many posts each week to share with all of you, I really do enjoy browsing what you guys have tagged us with, seeing videos, reels, and of course, awesome pulls and submissions. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing, and I hope that you all are truly loving your new collectibles. That does it for episode 23 here of Card Connection, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment below with your favorite card out of the community spotlight. I'm quite curious. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to not miss a single thing from us here at CGC Cards. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.